Hello and welcome to another California Psychics live reading. I've just noticed my camera is glitching a little bit, but I am your host today, Carson, and moderator. And today we are joined by our wonderful Psychic Kerrigan. How are you doing today, Kerrigan?
I'm doing good. Thank you, Carson. How are you doing?
I'm doing good besides a little bit of a camera issue. I'm going to kind of periodically turn my camera on and off, but it saw that I was like, it caught me while I was standing up. But good that we are able to get started today. But before we do, I do have a few bits of information for our customers. As you can see at the bottom of our live stream, you see that promo code Kerrigan5. If you use that code, you can receive a $5 reading or $5 off any new customer package for a one-on-one reading that can be applied through our website, californiapsychics.com. Once again, this code is Kerrigan5. This code can be applied and used for any psychic on our website, not just Kerrigan. But if you are wanting a one-on-one reading with her after seeing a preview today, make sure to stick around to find out her exact schedule later in the stream when we shout it out. Lastly, before we get started, I just want to list off the ground rules for questions. Unfortunately, we will not be able to answer any legal or medical questions today. For medical, this includes treatments, medications, pregnancies, and for legal topics, this can include court cases, custody battles, and general court decisions. I see the dog that has joined us today, and no, it is a wonderful guest that we have going on. Don't forget, we do have some pet psychics on californiapsychics.com if you are wanting to know what your furry friend is thinking. But for questions, if you do ask about another person today, please make sure you include their first name. This allows Kerrigan to connect faster and more accurately answer your question. But without any further ado, and hopefully no more technical glitches, we can begin answering questions if you're ready, Kerrigan.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. I see one right now from Ellen on Facebook who is asking, "Hi, Kerrigan. What does the universe want Brian and I to know about our future?"
Okay. Thank you, Ellen. Let's see. I feel very strongly here from what the spirits are showing me and also making me feel. I work many different ways. I hear, feel, see, all of those. So what I'm hearing so far is that both you and Brian, Elaine, they want you to work together. And I know that you do the best that you can do to work together. There's going to be good times and there's going to be not so good times. And in the not so good times, remember, that's normal because nothing is always 100% balanced or perfect. If there's not sweets, there's not sours, right? And sweets and sours make up a nice balance. So when you get to the rough roads, make sure that both of you are there for each other. And it's okay to take a break from every now and then. Not a break where you're packing up your bags and, hasta la vista and moving out. Not like that. Like a break, just a day or two to decompress, to cool things down, to cool things off is what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing. But I feel that the love that both of you have is very strong. And keeping that in sight when there's, rougher waters ahead is also something that both of you should really try to make part of your activities of your life, of your romantic life. But moving forward, definitely not going opposite directions. That's not what's happening. You both will be moving forward together and not going opposite directions. And even in the tougher times, working them through and taking breaks every now and then so you can work them through. And that's what I'm hearing for you. And actually a little bit with sight, like third eye sight as well. So I hope that helps you.
All right. Great insight, Kerrigan. I do have a fun one. I think this one will fit a little bit with the furry friend we've got in the background. Heather is asking me a career-related question. Will I open a doggy daycare in this fall?
Okay, let's see. Doggy daycare. Heather in the fall. I feel you will, but I also feel why is because you have a male spirit that's working with you right now, and it's an ancestor. And I feel like they're coming in from dad's side of the family. It doesn't necessarily have to be dad, but it is a male ancestor coming in from your father's side of the family. And even if you don't know them, that's okay. You're still part of their family. You're still part of their tribe. And they know that that's your greater good. That's your highest goal. And not only are you helping yourself, but you're helping other people and you're helping our furry family members. So I definitely feel by fall, and it might be all the way to the end of fall. Remember, fall is not until, well, winter is what, December 21st, or yeah, December 21st is Yule, is winter. So it could take that long, but I don't think it's going to. But don't feel like as soon as September hits and we start to see the kids go back to school, that's fall and you have to have it done by then. It will take fall time frame, but absolutely 100% it will manifest.
All right. Our next one is going to come from Z, who is a compliment for the new hair, Kerrigan. Looking great, by the way.
Thank you.
She is asking, will my relationship with Ronald be long-term? And do you see a potential marriage between us?
Okay. Ronald and Z long-term. Well, both of you are definitely on a life, death, rebirth situation. So whatever has happened in your lives prior to right now, that's no more. You're embarking upon new beginnings, new birth, new life. So I don't feel like you're going to be looking back. I really don't. I feel like marriage is part of your dream. It's part of your vision. I definitely feel like it's part of Ronald's vision too. But I definitely feel like hold tight to your dreams because it is a major potential. Yes, I would take out the potential and go as far as saying that this will manifest for both of you to be lifetime partnerships, and having that ceremony to tell each other that, and your families, that you're having that lifetime partnership too. I really feel like that is going to manifest for you. I don't feel like it's going to be this year. I don't feel that. But I feel as we move forward into next year, that's like the planning phase of it and starting to prepare and plan. But the following year, so we're in 23, but 2025, yes, you will. You definitely will be having that type of a ceremony to let everybody know that you are husband, and well, not you are the husband, but you will be the wife and he will be your husband. You will be married. Yes, it will happen.
All right. Very positive outlook on this one. Very excited for you, Z. Our next one is going to be coming from Shirley from YouTube. Oh, we have another.
I'm so sorry.
No worries. No,
They
love it.
with me when I do readings. Like these two are always with me when I do readings. That's Skunk Face and Gigi. They just lay there while I do readings.
Oh man. Oh, they're so cute, so adorable.
Thank you.
But Shirley is asking, hello, Kerrigan. Do you see any advice in general from my spirit guides, or just kind of any messages for Shirley that they are trying to give? And can you pass them on for her?
Yes. Okay, let's see here. So the thing that, okay, so there was a major transition and an initiation when we started to come into spring time frame. And it was with you, is with your energy. And I don't feel like it could be just you as a whole. Like you're looking at things differently. Your spiritual awakening is really what I'm seeing here. That was the initiation and the transition of the change to it, and that's good. But they want you to know now, when we're walking into fall, this is definitely a bigger message from your guides, that you are going to be more balanced than ever, and your relationships are going to shift. But they're not shifting as like downshift, shifting down to first gear or anything like that. They're actually shifting to where it's a balance of all relationships for you. So if you see people that no longer serve you this summer, and I don't mean to be like, oh, everybody has to serve you. It's not that. They're not helping you. They're actually not doing anything other than existing for you. And you're not receiving any type of joy. You're not receiving any type of mental stimulation from them, or any type of kindness from them. They're no longer serving you, is what the spirits are saying. So don't feel sad about people like that falling off, because what's actually happening is when we get into fall, there's a bigger relationship balance. And it can also mean romantic relationships too. So when this happens, it's just going to be a bigger part of your life, to where you're going to be more centered and more grounded. And when that happens, you're going to be a lot happier too. So I feel like there's a big wave of change coming for you. It started in the spring and it's going to hit a high peak in the fall. But by the end of this year, you're going to be doing a 180 turn or roundabout, and you're going to be feeling pretty good. And walking into next year, it's going to be smooth sailing for you on all components of you, because it's almost like you're letting go of all of that weight that no longer needs to exist inside of you.
All
I hope that
right.
helps.
No, yeah, that sounds like some great insight. And if you like that little preview of what Kerrigan can do, go to californiapsychics.com. You go into the top right, there's a little search bar. You can type in Psychic Kerrigan, as well as click the link of in the description of the stream you're watching right now. You can click that and it just pulls up Psychic Kerrigan's profile once again on our website, californiapsychics.com. You can go ahead and book an appointment with her and you get a private one-on-one reading. You can call her, you can send her a little direct message, but the main important part is you won't be live, you won't be here with me and everybody else here watching. So you can ask more personal questions and Kerrigan can give you the more personal insight that you need to know. But Kerrigan, what are your regular hours looking like for those who are wanting to give you a call?
Well, I'll be on for 2 hours after we're done here for today. And then a little bit in the evenings, probably starting at 5 p.m. Eastern time. And I'll try to do my best to go until 9. But I've been a little bit tired lately. So I'm going to go as
Yes.
long as I can, about 5 days a week. But I will be starting in the evenings. Now, noon to 1, noon and the hour of noon and the hour of 1. It does seem that that's when I'm at my peak of, because I'm done with my meditations and I have a higher peak of energy. So I have been scheduling myself from like noon all the way of noon and the hour of 1. So if you feel compelled to call at that time, if you have time to, I really feel like that's a great time. But in the evenings, I'll be on as well.
And yeah, if you do not manage to get into that window, go ahead and send Kerrigan a direct message on the website. It is one of those offline messages. And whenever you go ahead and do that, it gives Kerrigan some time where if she's busy, she can go ahead and get to you when she has a moment, and vice versa too, if you're busy. But yes, back to questions. I see we have another one from Carrie, and she is asking, will Andy fully commit to me? Will we have a good relationship? Is he the one for me? Will we get married? Basically, is Andy the one for Carrie?
Okay. I just feel like there's going to be a major transition and change for you. I do, with him. Like he's going to have an aha moment. So this is what I'm seeing. I'm just going to be brutally honest with you. I'm seeing that you're going to say enough is enough, Andy, and you're going to take a break and walk away from him. And when you do that, and I'm not sure when you're going to do it, but you're going to do it, that's when he's going to have that aha moment that he can't live without you. He realizes that he needs to step it up and he needs to check some of the boxes that you have for expectations, other than you always checking the boxes that he has for expectations. So I feel like when you figure out enough is enough, Andy, that's when he's going to have that aha moment. So is he the one? That's subjective, because that's truly up to you. I don't believe in predestination. I don't believe that there's a blueprint in life. I believe in our own free will. I truly believe that. So, setting that in stone and putting the flag on the table that, Andy is the one, that's against my belief system. But would you choose him? Yeah, I feel like you would choose him. But I also feel like you would choose yourself before you would choose him if it became a really hard time for you. Like if he started not checking all of your boxes and continuing to be inconsistent and infrequent and not giving you what you need, not what you want, but what you need in order to feel like you're moving forward in this relationship and building a very positive life with somebody that's working equally as much as you are, you'll put yourself first. You'll doubt it, but you will. You're not going to let yourself drown. And the moment that you do that, he's going to feel that blast of energy. He will. It might take him a few weeks to respond to that, right? To come to you and say, look, I'm sorry, I did this. I think I can be better. He will do all of that, but he will have an aha moment. I know he will. And then from that foot forward, it's going to be a work in progress where both of you can have a good relationship, and you can get married at that point if you still choose to do that with him. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of work ahead for him. There is. I'm not going to candy coat that. There truly is. And we have to look at it like, if you're in a 5-mile race, you're 4 miles ahead of him, and he's still struggling to keep up. So once he learns how to keep up, and that will be a gradual progression, then he'll be the one that you could say, wow, he was the one after all, because look at what we're doing. Look at us. So it's there. The energy is definitely there. I just wish it was there now so you could feel balanced and happy, because he's making you feel incomplete. And I don't want you to feel like that. So I hope that helps.
All right. No, that was some great insight, Kerrigan. And
Thank you.
once again, a little great preview of what you get whenever you get a one-on-one reading with her. Don't forget to use that promo code that is scrolling at the bottom of your screen. But we do have our next question. I believe, or this is going to be a mediumship question if you are ready for it, Kerrigan. Rose is asking for her father. His name is Willie Bird.
Yeah. I just hear a lot of music with his energy and his vibration, lots and lots of music. Not, and he's with you. He's looking at you like you are his earth. You know, earth just isn't a planet to him. You're on it. You are the planet to him. Um, you have a lot of spiritual support from him, 100%. 100%. I smell a lot of smoke around him too. I don't know if he did concerts or if he smoked a lot or what is up with concerts, music, smoke. I'm not 100% sure, but whether he liked to go to concerts or whether he was actually in them as the performer, something, or you're the performer. I'm not 100. Somebody around you there's performance energy there, but he's with you. He's absolutely with you. I see a harmonica for some reason. I don't hear it. I saw it. Um, and I see like a cabin. There's a cabin too. And I think that was here. There's memories of that here. Even though I feel like he was very sophisticated too. He could be very sophisticated, but there was times where he got away. He definitely did get away where it was like a country setting. But he's with you. He loves you. He wants you to know that he wants you to balance out a little bit better. You're too fast. You're trying to do too much. I did see that. You're like you're running a race against yourself, and you can't do that, Rose. You can't. Rosemary, you can't do that. You have to take it step by step and pace yourself a little bit better before you run out of steam, and then you'll be sitting in a chair and watching everybody win the race, and you're just sitting in the chair. So slow it down a little bit. Go, go, go energy. No, no, no energy. Don't be doing that all the time. But I am seeing there's a male figure that's surrounding you too, that's in your vibration that he deeply cares about, and he wants you to let him know. And he's a little bit younger than you, not older, a little bit younger. He wants you to be able to know that both of you are very, very much well looked after from him, from the spirit realm with him. And he truly does love all of you. If there's a way to let me know what that concert means, that and that all of that smoke, I don't know if it was a fog machine or he actually smoked, or I'm not sure what that meant, but heard the music, saw the harmonica. Um, I can't put that's why it's so important to talk sometimes on the phone, so I could say, hey, what does this mean to you? But it's okay. I love doing this. Don't think I don't. It's just real hard to, get more information without a very, very, very small confirmation. But he's with you 100%. No doubt in my mind about that. He's never going to leave your side. So I hope that helps, and I'll leave you with that.
Yeah, no follow-up messages. I was looking out for them to put them on the screen. We do have our next question though. Actually, we do have our follow-up from Rose that he was a heavy smoker and he did like his old school music.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I thought. He probably, yeah.
All right, looking for another question at the moment. I see one from Corey who is asking, Are Victoria's feelings for me gone? Do you see her coming back, and when?
I feel like she's Victoria's with her feelings for you. She's trying to control them, is what she's doing. She's trying to remodify how she feels about them. And when they come in, I feel like she tries to push them away. So that tells me she still has feelings for you. So yeah, she does. If she's working that hard to control them and push them out of her mind, then she's trying to overcome. She thinks it's a habit, but it's not a habit. It's a feeling. It's actually more than a feeling. It is love. It truly is. But I don't think this is the right time. Not right now. Not if she's trying to be that controlling. Mm-mm. You don't want a part of that, because no matter what you do at that point, it's going to be wrong. And you're not. I don't want you to feel bad. You know what I'm saying? So eventually, I feel like you'll have a chance to talk to each other. It could probably be sometime, at the end of this year, where I feel like she could be ready to talk to you, and you could be ready to have a good conversation with her, to where she wouldn't be so controlling about how she's trying to manage how she feels and what she should do. See, the biggest thing is, we as society members here on earth, let's just go big, as human beings, having spiritual experiences, sometimes we just get so caught up in that every day. This is what we should do. This is what we're conditioned to do, instead of listening to what we're supposed to do from the spirits. And that's where she's perplexed. She knows that she has feelings for you, but it doesn't suit her right now, because she's done A, B, C, D, E, F, and G is what she's been taught in school and from her peers. Do you see what I'm saying? So she's confused, she's perplexed. And she's going to fight against that. She's going to go against the grain. And there's absolutely nothing you can do about that right now. There really isn't, other than, live your life. Like Pray Tell says, category is live. And you have to live your life right now. You have no choice. And when she's ready to come back around, you be all ears at that point, because you will be. And you know what? You might find somebody that knocks your socks off, but you're still going to be at a crossroads. Do I stay with her? Do I give, or the person that you're with, or do I give, Victoria a chance? So you will end up being at a crossroads. That's 100%. You're going to think that's a miracle, and probably will really look like one when that time happens. But at least you'll have that choice. And right now you're like, I'll choose Victoria. Okay. All right. Well, let's just wait and see, because there's more of your story that's to be written. Like I said, nothing is predestined. There is no Calvinistic way to this life that we live in. It isn't. We all have free will. And when somebody comes on our path and they're super awesome, cool, and we've been starved for love, like you have been, I'm saying this because this is what the spirits are saying, and somebody gives you attention and they're good at giving you the attention and they're a good person, you might not pick her in the end. You might not. You might heal, you might balance. You see what I'm saying? Be open to it. Don't close doors. Don't close doorways. Don't burn bridges. Don't ever do that for any aspect of your life. Never. But I feel like, yeah, I don't know when she's coming back, but she'll be back. And then you're going to have to choose what you want to do.
All right. Great insight, Kerrigan.
Thank you.
And great just general advice as well. All right, looking for another question here. We have one from Tarvisha, or Tarvesha? Excuse me if I mispronounced that. Good evening, Psychic Kerrigan. Where do you see my new friendship with Dante going?
Oh, a friendship, huh? All right, we'll call it that for right now. Let's see. Oh, let's see. Don't be pushy. I know you were before, and you learned your lesson. But I'm just reminding you. That's the first thing I heard that little old man up in the spirit say. Tell her don't be pushy, because you know what you want. And you're independent 100%, and you never take no for an answer. I like that, because that means you don't let people walk on top of you either, and that's even better. But be easy with with Dante. Be easy, be super easy, but it's good. It's a good vibe. It feels like gingerbread cookies. I don't know why I said that, but that's what I smell. I smell it. I smell gingerbread cookies. It must be something to do with December timeframe, because that's the only thing I can think of why I'm smelling it. You must be heading toward a commitment or lifetime partnership or something like that, letting the world know in December that you'll be together, because that's the only reason why. I mean, that's a time frame for gingerbread. It is. It's a Christmas cookie. I feel good. I feel like it's going to move forward. I really do. It's not just a friendship. It isn't. And if he's saying it's just a friendship right now, or you're saying it's just a friendship right now, that's only because you have like a half a mile of healing left to go. But you're both going to help each other heal and balance and find your greater good. It's going to be okay. I like it. I feel good about it.
All right. And let's not forget that in the last 15 minutes of the stream, so in about 15 minutes, we'll be switching over to tarot cards. So if you did not get a chance to get your question answered, we will have almost a lightning round of question answering at the last 15 minutes. But this also leads me to a little segue in that if you are wanting a reading and you do not get a chance to get your question answered today, you can go to californiapsychics.com. And also, if you just want a reading away from me and away from everybody else watching the live, you can go to californiapsychics.com. Use that promo code that you see scrolling on the bottom of your screen, Kerrigan5. You receive $5 off any new customer package for a one-on-one reading. Kerrigan, what are your regular hours looking like for those who are wanting to get a reading specifically with you?
Noon is good. Noon Eastern time, 1 p.m. Eastern time, 5 p.m. Eastern time. And I'll try to go 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm doing my best. But yeah, I log in a little bit every day. That's what I have to do right now. But as soon as we'll be back in action pretty soon, I promise.
No worries. But if you don't get a chance to get Kerrigan on her regular hours, you can just send a little direct message, offline message, allows Kerrigan to get to you whenever she gets a chance, and also vice versa. If you're not super or you don't have a lot of time on your hands and you just need to get a quick question answered, go ahead and send an offline message. Go to californiapsychics.com. Up in the top right, Psychic Kerrigan. There's also a link in the description of the stream you're watching. You can just click that link and you'll pull up her profile.
But I will be honest with all of you. If I see a lot of people in my queue, I will log in as soon as I get that, that great big energy coming through where I feel like I'm on top of my game, because I'm not going to log in half energy. I don't want to give bad readings, but when I start to feel a lot of energy come through, I will log in. If I see a lot of people in my queue, like 2, 3, 4, 5 people, I will log in and I'll take all the calls as long as I can. So you can get in my queue and wait. That's an option too.
Will you be live right after this live reading today? All right, then
for 2 hours. Yeah.
Don't
so if you
wait.
You now, yeah.
So hop in the queue now, because there will be a line, I can guarantee you, right after this live reading. So make sure you get your spot in first. Our next question comes from Holly. This is some general life advice if you can give Kerrigan. Holly is asking, I feel like new love is around the corner. Money is new money is coming soon, but I feel like I'm staring at it and there's a wall between myself and those things. How can I get past this wall? She feels like she's in limbo.
That's the energy, what the universe is pushing out to us right now. I swear it is. I promise it is. And I was just talking about this the other day to a couple of other psychics that are very good friends of mine, like Psychic Holly here on California Psychics and Psychic Roman. We were all talking about this. And this is the time where we're supposed to start to really put ourselves first and heal and balance and wait and wait and wait. And it's like, oh my gosh, how much longer do we have to wait? But remember this, there's 2 things you can do. I never, ever encourage going against what the universe has in store for us. That's one thing, but these aren't the 2 things I'm going to tell you what you can do. The first thing is that when you know that there's new love coming, you can feel it. You absolutely can feel it. You know that there's a nice cash flow coming in. You can feel that too. You know it's coming. Don't doubt it. Just don't doubt it. And you have to also remember, I guess there's going to be four things. And remember that thing that we used to look at on in school, the big clock, that 1, 2, all the hours on it, 5, 6, 9, 12, and we just watch those hands go around. Don't you feel like a little puppy dog chasing your tail, watching that clock go around? That's not how life works. Time is a man-made thing. When we're spirit and we're living that spiritual life, and you have the intuition that you know that's coming to you, that new love and that new money, don't be looking at the clock like they taught us to do in school, because that's not what spirit taught us to do. That's so big. And that's so hard to wrap your mind around that. Like, an old musician friend of mine, Chris Cornell, he had said that, here we are having all of these human experiences when we are simply spirit. We're here as spirits having human experiences. And that is the truth. Now, what you can do to help yourself, like mundane work is what you can do, is what you're looking for. And I get it. So you can visualize that love coming to you, see it. So you will it, you see it, you feel it, you believe it. Okay. That will help. So you're going to will it to you by seeing it. And once you see it, you can't doubt it. You got to believe it. And then it'll manifest. The money, that'll absolutely happen too. But if you need like positive reinforcements for money, burn cinnamon. I promise cinnamon brings in money. Go out in the woods, and if you see some pine trees or pine cones, pine is properties of money, property of prosperity. You can take that, soak it in olive oil. You can anoint your wrists, anoint your home, anoint your wallet, anoint your Gucci, whatever you got to do in order to make sure that you're feeling like you're putting forth some type of an action to continue to bring that to you while you wait. My other friend Tom Petty said waiting is the hardest part. Remember? He said waiting is the hardest part. You remember that lyric? That's the
Yes.
honest to God's truth. And if you have to, put him on your ringtone, because that's going to remind you that the waiting is the hardest part. But once you don't have to wait anymore, then it's already going to be at your front door. And make a note of that. Put that on your refrigerator. Once you don't have to wait anymore, it's going to be at your front door. You see what I'm saying? So there are difficult things that we have to do. I promise you there are. Once we learn fully how to separate ourselves from that humanistic part of ourselves to that full enlightenment of spiritual part of ourselves, life is so much easier. It truly, and I struggle with it sometimes too. I really do, but it's once we can start to look at that perspective of life, at the least 70% of our life, we're doing a great job. If you could get to 20%, you're doing a great job. And then next year, if you can get to 25%, you're doing a great job. You see, just as long as it keeps inclining instead of declining, if that makes sense. But
Exactly.
it's going to happen for you. You can feel it. It's right around the corner. You know that. You absolutely 100% know that. And just not doubting it, because that doubt can definitely turn it around. It can. But I don't think you're doubting. You're getting impatient. And I hate the P word. I really do. It's a bad word. It's like, no, don't say the P word. But it's what you have to do for right now. When that love hits you, don't rush it either. Remember, Elvis said only fools rush in. Remember that lyric? Don't rush in. You want to savor those moments, because when you're 70, 80, 90 years old and you've been together 30, 40 years, and let's be honest, some of our body parts aren't going to work at that point in time. We might not even have any teeth. You know what I mean?
Right.
You want to have those memories and those moments to carry you on in your golden years of life. So why rush that? I think Taylor Dane said, "Don't rush me." I made that mistake before. I don't know why all these musicians, and some of them are alive. Well, most of them really, most of them are not alive. Maybe we're going to have a musical spiritual concert later here in my room. I don't know, but there's a lot of really there's I'm sorry, I don't know why there's a lot of musicians coming through. It must have to do with, what was her name? Her dad that transitioned and had all the smoke.
Rose and Willie.
Yeah. Huh. Anyway, but I'll leave you with that, Holly. I really hope that helps. If you need anything, please let me know. I'm here for you. Um, I'll help you. I will. I'll help you any way that I can.
All right. And I guess this is on topic. We have one from Jalake. Excuse me if I mispronounced that one, but music is my passion. Should I continue to pursue music, and do you see me being a successful artist?
I'm so glad you asked that question. This must be a musical night for everybody, all the spirits and all of our viewers here. Thank you so much. Absolutely 100% continue your music. Don't you ever stop. Shannon Hoon, he's no longer here either, and he's coming through. Goodness gracious. And he's saying, remember that lyric, when you stop dreaming, it's time to die. So don't ever stop dreaming, because when we stop dreaming, that means we're in the grave. So don't do that. No, you continue your music. And just by you continuing, you will be successful. Fame. Debbie Allen, she's still with us, thank God. She says, you want fame? Well, fame will cost. Don't ever sell your soul for that fame. Don't ever do that. Fame is just you getting up and being and loving what you do, and getting out there and changing some lives with what you have to say. That's fame. That is, yes, success is that. Success is helping the most people. Yeah, putting yourself out there is successful, because a lot of people can't do it. A lot of people get up there and choke with stage fright. I know this cute little autistic boy. I'm so proud of him. He plays in front of thousands and thousands of people, but he can't count money and he can't look anybody in the eye. But when he gets up on that stage, he's a maniac. So, props to him, but get up there and do what you need to do. And yes, you will be successful, but you're talking about successful as in like Elton John, Madonna successful, right? Cher successful. Those people are legends. Juice WRLD successful. He was a legend too. And they say only the legends die young. You don't want to do that either. You look at success and you really look at it down to what you need, not what you want. Because we don't need 12 to 13 different Gucci's to match our shoes or anything like that. We don't need that. What you need to do is keep a fresh perspective, continue to put out something from your heart. Because, as an artist, as you are an artist, you go through a lot of pain and you go through a lot of withdrawal. You do, to create that art. And I feel like sometimes you're up many, many hours of the night where you're tossing and turning, and you don't have a lot of friends. What you do have is your music, and you do have your art, music, same thing. Okay. Because every musician is an artist. Can't tell me any different. It's the truth. But every painter artist isn't a musician. So that's, I've always got that confused, but art is art.
Exactly.
But you're going to be okay. I don't want you to stop. And it's not just me saying that, me as in my human form. This is me in my spiritual form telling you, never give in. Never. When it gets tough, you get tougher.
Exactly.
You need anything, you call me. If you feel like you can't make it, you call me. I'm serious. It's not easy being a musician. It is not easy being an artist. I think that is the hardest job in the world, because we put our feelings out there. And this is not me. I don't know who we is, but we put our feelings out there that are so raw and so vulnerable. And then you're judged. Why would you judge somebody for how they feel and what they create? That's not cool. That's not cool. But you keep going. I mean it. You keep going and let me know. Let me know how you do along the way.
All right. We do have some time to answer a couple more questions before we hit into tarot section today, but we do have about 20 or so minutes. All right. Brooke is asking, what will Demetrius and I's love life look like down the road?
Well, there's some travel for both of you. That's for sure. There's definitely a lot of St. Christopher energy with you and him. But there's also a lot of forgiveness too. So either something has happened or something's going to happen to where both of you have to forgive each other. I'm not sure which one it is, but I know it's coming. I don't feel like it's earth shaking to where you're crushed and you can never be yourself again, or vice versa. He couldn't either, right? I don't feel like it's that, but I definitely feel like it's going to hurt, and it's going to cancel some dreams expectations, dreams, visions, hopes that you had, and it's going to throw both of you off balance. But it's not going to break you. It's actually going to make both of you stronger. And if you learn things now in this early stage of the game, when you're 50, 60, 70 years old, nothing's going to break you apart. Nothing. Never. So get it out of the way now. Get that forgiveness out of the way now. Get the imbalances out of the way now. Travel's going to be fun. Travel's going to be a blast. But they are showing me the obstacles so you can overcome them. And once you do overcome them together, it is going to make both of you a lot stronger. So this is good. I feel like I would love to have that type of a message come through. So you keep going. I know he's selfish. I get it. I know you put out more. I get it. But that'll change. It will change with age. It will. I hope that helps.
Our next one will be for Krista. And then right afterwards, we will switch into tarot. But right before we get into that, if you want a more one-on-one reading with Kerrigan, and I know I would after seeing all the previews of her readings today, she's been giving out some great advice and great readings today. So if you are wanting a one-on-one reading with her, she will be live in about 15 or so minutes on CaliforniaPsychics.com. You can go into the top right, search up Psychic Kerrigan. You'll pull up her profile. Once again, on CaliforniaPsychics.com. There's also a link in the description of the live stream you are watching, and you can use the promo code at the bottom of the stream that is scrolling along, Kerrigan5, to receive $5 off any new customer package. Kerrigan, what are your regular hours looking like for those who are wanting to get a call with you?
East Coast time, noon, the hour of noon, the hour of 1, hour of 5 p.m., 6 p.m., 7 p.m., Monday through Friday right now.
And then if you can't make those times, don't worry. You can always send an offline message. It's like a little DM. That way, if Kerrigan isn't available at the moment, or if you don't have a lot of time to talk, you can go ahead and just send a real quick question. She'll be able to get back to you ASAP. And yeah, but she will be live on CaliforniaPsychics.com once again here in about 15-ish minutes. But our question from Krista is asking, do you have any messages from my daughter, Samantha, please? She is a return viewer, so this is her past daughter.
I understand. Thank you. I'm so sorry for the loss of your child. The thing with Samantha is that she wants you to have new beginnings. She doesn't want you to she doesn't want you doing the same thing over and over again. She says that she has come to you in dreams where you were in that vivid place, that colorful place, and you woke up tired and you were able to see each other, or or she might be even indicating that she's coming back into that dream form to see you too. There's something about the snow. I just see the mittens, but not the finger mittens, the whole mitten, and then your thumb fit in this part of it. Does that make sense? They're red, like a reddish pink. I guess that would be, I don't want to call it fuchsia, but there's something to do with snow with her, but she misses you. She does. And she's showing herself as a child, not as an adult or anything like that, as an actual child. I don't know if you're from like a climate where it snows, or I'm not sure, but I definitely feel like she definitely wants you to be open to new beginnings. She wants you to be open to new love, new life, new opportunities, maybe moving. She doesn't want you to be sad. She knows that you're still sad, and she knows that she wants you to know that you can talk to her. She hears you talking, but she's saying that she can talk to you in different ways. She's able to talk to you in different ways, not like how you can hear me talking, but she's able to talk to you in different ways, which I feel like you understand that, you know that. But I definitely feel like the dreaming part of it is coming. It's coming to you. It is coming to you. She's bringing you new love. She is. And I don't think it's a romantic love. It could be a romantic love, but she's bringing you new love is what she's bringing, because she's showing me two people, two candles, not people, but they're representing people, and they're right here like this, but she's putting them closer and closer and closer to where they touch. So that new love, that new touch is coming to you. An actual physical touch will be coming to you. Anything else, Samantha? She says her stomach doesn't hurt anymore. And she says she never wants to eat popsicles again. I don't know why she's saying this. She's smirking, not a weird smirk, but like a cute little ha-ha smirk, like she's joking. So she's still joyful. She's still trying to make you smile. She's still trying to make you smile is what she's doing. But she definitely knows that she wants you to balance more than you have been balancing. Not that you haven't done the work and been good. It's just she wants you to balance more. She wants you to be happier more. And she says that she's with you. She's definitely with you. And I hope that helps. I really hope that helps.
Great insight, Kerrigan. And now we will be switching over into our tarot section. We have a few minutes to get through a lot of tarot questions, or as many as we can. Our first one is from Amanda, who is asking for a love card pull. Will I be in a committed relationship anytime soon? Do have a lot of questions today. I see them coming in.
Believe in miracles, because yes. And with this miracle part, it's not indicating whether it's somebody new or somebody that you know, but I do know that love is coming to you. Love will come to you, and it will blossom, turn into a very strong romantic relationship. Yes, it will.
All right. Our next one will be for Michelle, who is asking for a love card.
Okay. Thank you, Michelle. Oh, they're saying to surrender and release any types of judgment that you have on yourself, any type of past residual energy that you sometimes project to yourself or to somebody that you potentially could be with. Surrender and release all of that so you can look at your love life with a fresh perspective. But I don't feel if you're alone, I don't feel like you're going to be alone very much longer. Could be a couple weeks, if that, like a patch up, because I see somebody patching an inner tube, which tells me patching things up, refresh, restart.
All right. Our next one is for Bree, who is asking for a career card.
December's blessings, promotions, blessings and promotions, or blessings and new beginnings. It's December time frame. You have so much blessings and abundance coming upon you in that December time frame in your career. So that's good. That's very good.
All right. Our next one is from Lucia, a love card.
They're showing me your prayers are answered in the love department, answered prayers. So if you're praying for that love, if you're praying for something to work out, if you're praying for forgiveness, if you're praying that they stay steady, if you're praying that they stop messing around, it's going to be answered.
All right. Our next one is for Karen, who is asking, you get to choose just one, Kerrigan, whatever you're feeling. Love, money, or career?
You have a lot of healing and balancing and self-judgment to do first before love comes through. But you see this lady right here and you laying down on her lap, healing? That's what you have first coming to you. And you do have a lady in spirit that's presenting herself as quite younger, that's healing you. Once you get your love in order, once you get that all in order with love and healing, that's when the money and the career is going to be at its peak. You have to have love first. Before this is just for you. You have to have love put in place in your life first in order for you to feel valued. I wish there was a way I could teach you not to think like that, because everything else should come for you, if that makes sense. Everything for you is right here. You are right here, and you're gonna love is so big for you. You need love to feel validated, and you need a person to love you to feel validated. That's not the way it's supposed to be. I want you to validate yourself. You love you first. And that's why I feel like she's helping you with this. This lady seriously is helping you try to get to that point, and you keep ignoring her. I love you. I mean it. I do. I want you to do better. I do want you to do better. Don't go to the buffet and try to put everything on one plate. Please don't do that, because you've done that over and over and over again. And has it worked out? Mm-mm, it hasn't. I love you. I do. I'm not being mean to you. I promise you. I just want to see you succeed. I want you to have that awesome love. But I want you to love you first. You're first. You're number one. No other human being on this earth is going to be able to validate you as much as you can validate yourself. Because if you think of it that way, it's a false validation. Now, money's going to be good because your career is going to skyrocket. It is. But at this point in time, unless you recondition some of the things that you perceive and the way that you think, it could all crumble, because you're going to be putting all of your cards onto some other person other than yourself. And if you put it on yourself and you bet on yourself every time, you'll never lose. Never. And Gus concurs. And that's what I need you to do. That's what I'm hearing. That's what we're seeing. And you do have this spirit lady working with you. My gosh, that's such a big blessing to have a spirit trying to heal you. That's the hugest blessing in the world, on this world. Please listen to that. Call me if you need me. I swear to God, I'm not trying to be mean. I really know you have potential, but I think you got things backwards. And we can switch them around. I know we can switch them around. And we can switch them around. Once we switch them around, give yourself 2 months and boom, 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 boom. Watch how things will manifest.
Okay. Our next one is going to be for Daniel.
I'm sorry. Come on, Gus. I'm so sorry.
No worries. A little furry friend to join us.
Okay, Daniel, career. Okay, Gus, we got to look for Daniel's career. Move it. Daniel's career. Daniel, I'm trying to find your career card, and the only thing that's coming through is new love. So that tells me that it's not like this is a romantic card. It really is. But it also could be a romantic card that you fall in love with a new beginning in your career. And that's really the way I'm looking at it, because that's what I ask for, something to do with your career. So there's a new passion, a new love, and there's probably going to be new love, like a physical person coming in when you get to your new beginning and new endeavors of your career. But I'll tell you what, your career is going to be good. Because if you're pulling that and everything else is falling into place with it and you're in love with it, you can't go wrong with that. I don't know. I like you. I like your energy. You don't stop. You're like MJ, keep on. Don't stop till you get enough. I mean, that's what I keep hearing with you. So keep on. But you're going to have a lot of travels involved here too. Like not just wheels on the road, like wings in the air too. Planes, cars. You're going to be traveling a lot. So enjoy it. Have fun. Let me know how it goes. Send us a postcard at California Psychics. I'll leave you with that.
And that gives a little quick segue to, we do have a few more minutes to answer some questions. So do not go away. A little tongue tied there. Sorry. But if you do not get your question answered today, don't worry. We will be back next week with Psychic Rika. But if you need your question answered ASAP, go to CaliforniaPsychics.com. You see that promo code going on at the bottom. You can use that for $5 off any new customer package for a one-on-one reading, and you can get it with Psychic Kerrigan. You can click the link in the description of the stream you're watching, and it'll pull up her profile, the ability to message her, go into the queue. But Kerrigan, what are your regular hours looking like for those who just want to hear you say it?
Okay, thank you. So noon and 1 p.m. East Coast time, and then 5 p.m., 6 p.m., 7 p.m., 8 p.m.
All right. And yes, you can send a little offline message if you are not available during those times, or if you're a little bit busier. It works almost like a DM. So yeah, you can just either hop into the queue right after this, or you can send some DMs later this week. All right. But we do have some questions still. Our next one is going to be for Ashley Jackson. Can I have a love card? Excuse me for the last name.
Absolutely. Let's see here. That one fell down. Let me get it. It just jumped right out. Okay, it's upside down. And truth integrity. This is a truth integrity card. So I feel like pay attention. There's two. Pay attention to the signs, because there's somebody that's going to try to deceive you. I feel like it's a woman trying to say, hey, this person is lying to you. He's with me, or she's with me, or they're with me. Don't believe it. Don't believe it. It's not somebody that you're with, so to speak, romantically. It's somebody trying to interfere. It's truth and integrity upside down. So hold strong to your commitment when that time happens. I'm not trying to scare you or anything like that. These cards do not lie. They're very, very strong. So just know that there's some truth and integrity that's upside down, and people are going to be trying to tell you things that are not true about your relationship. And you believe what you feel, and you believe whatever it is that you're with at that time.
All right. Our next one is going to be for Christy, who's asking for a career card.
Okay, so whatever it is that you're doing, they're guiding you. They're guiding you 100%. It's divine guidance. As you can plainly see, I don't read tarot. I do apologize. I do oracle cards. But this is a big deal, because this timeline right here is February timeframe. By February timeframe, your career is going to be skyrocketing. You're going to be at the peak of your career. And I feel good about it. I feel like you're going to be recognized. There's money flow that's going to be just flowing in, and it's not going to stop. It's going to continue to flow toward you, which is very, very good. But this is a February timeframe. So right now, at this very moment, listen to your first gut feeling. Do not steer away from your first gut feeling, because this lady right here, I want you to visualize her. This angel lady right here, it's definitely one of your ancestors, is guiding you, leading you on the path that you need to be on to reach that February milestone. Now, there'll be a milestone. There'll be another jump in between from now until February. But February is this big, like the fireworks show for you in your career. You keep moving up.
All right. Our next one is for Cynthia, asking for a love card.
Okay. Yes, you will. See how, remember how I was telling you about the lady with the hands? This deck of cards lady with the two candles. Yes, it's coming to you. And I don't know if that's your grandmother on your mom's side of the family that's coming through like that. And like, because they definitely were a religious person. Do you see the thing coming out of their heart, like the ka is what we would call it in Egypt, like how Jesus had depicted the light coming out of his heart, the ka. So that tells me that there's definitely there's a lot of religion there, but it does feel really good. And I feel like, yes, that person, that I remember, we have soulmates, we have many soulmates, but the lover soulmate, yeah, that's coming for sure, 100%.
All right. Now, with a full hour elapsed, I want to thank everybody for joining us today. If you did not get your question answered today, we will be back next week with Psychic Rika. But if you have a question that is pressing and you cannot wait to get it answered, make sure you go to CaliforniaPsychics.com. Up in the top right, you have the ability to type in Psychic Kerrigan. That's where you'll get a reading with her. But if you don't want to do all that, you can just click the link in the description of the live stream you are watching right now. On the bottom, once again, there is a code Kerrigan5. You can use that code to receive $5 off any new customer packages for a one-on-one reading with her. If you like the preview that you saw with Kerrigan today, you can go to California Psychics, like I just said. And Kerrigan, what are your regular hours looking like for those who are wanting to get that one-on-one private reading with you?
Thank you. Noon East Coast time, 1 East Coast time, 5, 6, 7, and 8 East Coast time.
And also, I forgot to mention, we will be live on Instagram this Thursday around lunchtime, 10 a.m. PST. We will be promoting it on our California Psychics Instagram page, Tarot Thursday. So if you did not get a chance to get your question answered, we will have time for only a few questions during that live stream, but you get to learn more in depth about the realm of tarot during that with Psychic Marin. But for those who are wanting a question answered right away, go ahead and send or give Kerrigan a call. Also, you can send a little quick DM to her with the offline messages. And yeah, I think that's about it. Kerrigan, you are about to be online right after this, aren't you?
Yes.
All right. So if you haven't already, go ahead and hop in her queue, because I guarantee you there are other people already waiting. So you don't want to be waiting for too long after them. But it has been a wonderful live stream today. Kerrigan, thank you so much for joining us. Everybody else in our audience, thank you so much for joining us. And it has been a wonderful Monday live stream. Once again, we will be back on Thursday on Instagram and next week on Monday with Psychic Rika. Thank y'all. Bye-bye.